concept of surrendering?
Okay, you know the word surrendering, the literal meaning of surrendering can evoke with it a negative connotation of despair, feeling helpless, giving up, and so forth. But then this book is nothing close to that. In surrendering, we acknowledge our limitations as human beings, our limitations and shortfalls as human beings, and we acknowledge that there is a higher being out there that can carry whatever we can't. So surrendering basically means taking all your worries, especially those that you cannot handle, to a higher being out there, a creator, and then I personally surrender to God.
Where were you in your life when you decided to, let's talk about this concept and let's put a pen to paper?
Okay, I started the book in 2006. Okay. There was a lot of things. There were a lot of things happening in 2006. Okay, basically we had, with a few friends of mine, we had a women prayer group, all right? And then we used to invite a lot of people, especially people who were having issues, problems, and so forth. So surrendering was born out of that experience and the experience that I had working in the mental health, not in a mental health hospital, in the mental health
profession, yeah.
Unit,
the space, yeah.
The mental health unit
yeah.
of Southern Hospital, where I worked for 4 years. And then, okay, through my personal experiences of people around me, experiences of people that I have interacted with, both professionally, socially, and in my personal life, then surrendering has come into being.
There are two subject matters that I looked at with the serious eye. One of them is fears and betrayal. And I mean, there are a couple of others, but the one that jumped out at me was surrendering fears, surrendering in betrayal. And the way the book has been put together, it's in kind of bite-sized information. So it's not volumes and volumes of information per subject matter.
Yeah.
It's 2-3 pages. Was that a conscious choice from the beginning, to make it short, sharp, and sweet?
Yeah, I just wanted to highlight a lot of aspects that we are confronted with as individuals. So I wanted everyone who gets hold of the book to find a niche in the book, a subject that they can benefit from in a book. So that's why I didn't just make one subject. I just tried to highlight a whole lot of subjects in it.
When we talk about surrendering, are we talking about the issues of control? Because a lot of the things that, to me, that struck a chord, for example, I mean, there's so much more subjects to talk about, but are we talking about people that think they're in control, or people that don't think they're in control need to learn how to surrender, to let go? Is that what we're saying?
In surrendering, we need to identify there are things that we can control and there are things that we cannot control. Okay? So people who fail to surrender are those that keep on trying and trying until they
they don't make peace with issues.
They don't make peace with issues until they feel exhausted, either emotionally, physically, and they get frustrated. And I mean, they might find themselves cemented in one situation year in and year out. You know? Yeah. So in surrendering, you learn to differentiate between controllable and uncontrollable issues, and then you surrender the uncontrollable issues so that you can move on in life.
In 20 seconds, how do we do that? If I struggle to let go, if I struggle to surrender, do you have tips for me?
What I can say is that you need to identify what is it that you're struggling with, okay? And what is it that is distressing you, okay? And then you need to identify your higher being, all right? Okay. A higher being which is out there, which is higher than you, which is unlimited, which is bigger than your problem, all right? And then surrender to the higher being.
Doctor, we're going to leave it there, but thank you very much for joining me.
Thank
That
you so
was
much.
Dr. Angie Mashabela talking to us about her offering called Surrendering, which focuses on issues that most of us struggle with on a daily basis, like control, forgiveness, and relationships. We take an ad break. You don't go anywhere.
Storms have affected several hundred